husband, Ron, was on the 94th floor of the second tower, and he called me to say that he had just seen an explosion on the building next to him. He had felt his cheek get warm, and he was watching people fall and or jump out the windows across from him. And he was obviously emotionally distraught and shook up by what he was seeing. And, I told him he was okay and asked him, if he was okay and, what he was going to do. And, he told me that he was going to go watch it on television on the trading floor, and that he loved me, and that he wanted me to know that he was okay and not to worry. And so we said our I love yous and got off the phone. And like 3 minutes later, I saw his building explode right where he had sat moments before talking to me on the phone. My brain sort of just split, and I've never really looked at the world the same way again. It was important for at least my friends and I, the other widows, for us to put on a strong face. And that's why we engaged so much with the advocacy work in Washington, because we wanted the kids to see that we weren't victims of terrorists, that we were taking back control of our lives, and that we were fighting and doing everything that we could to ensure that the nation would be safe. As a mom, I wanted to make sure that my daughter saw that her dad's life was not lost in vain. And as a person, a human being, I wanted to ensure that no other person or child would suffer what we had just suffered. And I wanted to make sure that we learned lessons as a nation going forward so that things could be better. I hope going forward that maybe at some point the 9/11 families will be given what we deserve, which is peace and closure. He had this awesome smile, and his eyes lit up and his face lit up, and Caroline has that, like, undoubtedly. And she has his personality of just always being happy and always overcoming whatever's in front of her and spinning it and making it the best that it can be, which I'm not always so good at, but she's teaching me along the way. So, I am so blessed to have been fortunate enough to have a baby with Ron and to have him living inside of Caroline as he does. And a piece of him, a large piece of him, is in her. And it's a joy, like he's with us. And that enables me to kind of go on. Yeah, that was from our wedding. We eloped to an island. This was him from our wedding. We were only married for 4.5 years. In this code, and Caroline was 2.5. So I know I kind of didn't get a chance to have a family and raise a family and children with someone, which I think for me is one of the biggest, saddest things about my life. I think there's something enormously special about raising a family and sharing the joys and the sadness and the difficulties and everything with someone at your side. And that is something that is woefully missing in my life, and something that I guess I'm just never going to get to do. This September 11th, I think I'll do what Caroline and I have done every year, which is spend time alone outside in nature. It's where we feel like closest to my husband, and it's where we are able to find a modicum of peace.